So we do have rain on the way, and I'd like to catch a little bit of it if I could. The top fittings and screen for this one is supposed to get delivered later today at a place at a different county. So I'm not going to be able to do this one. It's probably going to be a little more complicated. And even if I could catch the rain, I don't have a valve to hold it. So that one's out. This one, you can see the pink foam I was talking about. Once I've got some water in it, I mean, there's no hurry trying to cut that. Once I've got some water in it, I can, somewhere around here, I've got a hot knife that should be able to cut it pretty good. If not, little by little, I'll just work at it with a pocket knife or something. Not sure when the screen for this is going to come in, but it does have about a 4-inch hole at the top. So for now, I'm just putting an elbow. I've got a pipe, and I've just got some extra fittings and 45s, 90s, stuff like that. And I'm just gonna see if I can find a combination of fittings that will get me able to get that leaf eater up there, and hopefully as low as possible, so that I can actually look at it and clean it from the deck. If it's too tall, then I've got to get a ladder to do that. But let's see if I can get something set up so I can catch some of this rain that's about to come through. I've got a 45 on here, and that's not going to have it vertical enough. Even if I can, and obviously I'm going to have to cut it as well. But I don't know where I'm going to cut it until I get a fitting. So let's take the 45 off. That's almost too much. If the 45 is not going to do it, and the 90 is not going to do it, actually, the 90 might do it. Right about there, but I can walk under there. It's actually got about the right amount of slope. Cut it right about here. sweet potato slips. It's not the right kind of saw blade, but nothing else, I can get it started. I don't cut the tip of my finger off again. I don't know, the kin's getting wet. Okay, so how's that for redneck? I've got the 90-degree elbow. It's not glued, it's just pressed on. It's filling most of that hole. If I really want to make sure that no bugs or anything get in there while I'm waiting on the screens to come, then I can just put like some kind of fabric, t-shirt, something like that, stuff around it, fill in the holes. And again, it's not glued, that way I can take it apart. I cut this one about where I had it. I've got 2 screws into the post. If this turns out not to be enough of a slope, I can cut a little bit more off when it's not raining to be a little bit easier. None of this is glued. None of this is glued. This one is not tight enough to friction hold it. So I just took the strap off of a game camera that I had and just using that to hold the pipe up. So for right now, again, nothing other than the leaf eater to the post is screwed. Everything else is just friction fed, and I am getting water in there. There is just the slightest amount of slope. So if we look at the bubble, that is level. You notice there is a little bit of a gap. When I put it down on it, you've got a little more than 2% of slope. So that's almost a perfect slope really for this. And I'm 5'5", I can walk under this without any problem. Somebody taller might have to duck a little bit. And if it's still here when I do the deck and the ramp, then I may have to do a little bit more moving. I need something between a 90 and a 45, and I could raise it up a little bit more, which would be good. But one good thing about this is it's just right about chest high. I can walk up here, I can look, I can see if it needs to be cleaned out. I can remove the screens and clean it without having to get on a ladder or anything. And not only is that just making it easy, but the easier it is, the more liable I am to do it more often and to keep the system cleaner. So this will get, even if we get just a few gallons, the more water that's in there, then the heavier it's going to be. It's not going to get blown away or anything. And then I can come back later and start trimming that pink insulation. So that's the first of the rain barrels, at least temporary. I'm waiting on the banjo connection, which the banjo connection is an initial screen. It'll come right off the tank. Actually, I think I've got a I'm gonna put a gate valve, then the banjo connection with the screen, and then I can put either a hose bib like that, or eventually run it into a pump.